if I may, just looking back at Jesus' life, his birth is recorded in the 2nd chapter of Luke, starting in verse 16. It says, "They went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in a manger. When they saw it, they made known the saying that had been told them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds told them. But Mary treasured these things, pondering them in her heart." Then as Jesus was growing up again in the 2nd chapter of Luke, we get a picture of him growing and walking in his earthly father's footsteps. When they had performed everything according to the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, to their own town of Nazareth, talking of Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. And the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. He later got lost in the streets, and says after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. Matthew 13:55 says the question was asked, "Is this not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary? Are not his brothers James, Joseph, and Simon, and Judas?" And then the hardest part that Mary had to endure as a loving mother was that death on the cross. Matthew chapter 27 says, "Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. And Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook, and the rocks were split. There were also many women there, looking on from a distance, who had followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering to him." Listen to the words of Driving Rain.
Since that blessed night in the manger, she watched her baby grow. Seems like yesterday he was in her arms. Where did the time go? He learned his father's trade as she marveled at it all. Sweat dropped from her little carpenter as he made the timbers fall.
She can hear the driving nails upon the hillside, and she prays that his spirit will not fail. She watches as the young man undertakes his father's will, as she stands and listens to the driving nails.
In the streets of Jerusalem, a child can disappear. She was frantic as she looked for him, till she began to
as she stands and listens to the driving nail.
Darkness covered all the land in the middle of the day. She began to tremble as the earth began to quake. Hammers, nails, and timbers of the carpenter's trade made the sound that pierced her soul as the cross was being raised.
She can hear the driving nails upon the hillside, and she prays that his spirit will not fail. She watches as the young man undertakes his Father's will, as she stands and listens to the driving nails, as she cries and listens